Good afternoon. My name is Greg O'Connor. I'm the commercial counselor at the U.S. Embassy in Prague, Czech Republic. Today I have with me a group of Czech participants from a Brownfields and remediation program that took place in the United States last February. I look forward to learning more about their experience. First, I'd like to ask a question to Mr. Robert Spachil. He's the Director of Environmental Section at the Strategic Department in the Ministry of Transport. Do you see a difference between Czech and US approaches to brownfields?
Oh, thank you for the question. Oh, I don't know if I can compare Czech Republic with United States because there are very different countries. But there is a different legislation. Legislation is better for American countries, and the next, for example, decisions is located on the public sphere. Oh, I think it's the main difference between Czech and United States.
Okay, thank you very much. My next question is for Ms. Ivana Vatrova, who's a specialist in the section of technical protection of the environment in the Ministry of Environment. What is the current situation with contaminated brownfield remediation in the Czech Republic?
Okay, so thank you for the question. The main amount of remediation of brownfield, contaminated brownfield, is financed now from Ministry of Finance because after privatization and after revolution in 1989, some new owners have a special agreement with Ministry of Finance, which is called Environmental Liability Agreement, and from this money, which state guarantee for this remediation, is now remediation proceeding. And another big amount of money from state or from European Union is operational program of the environment, and one of the chapter is and money for project are to environmental damage and to remediate this environmental damage, old environmental damage where polluter doesn't exist anymore, and some remediation are done from municipalities' money, and some are done from some developers.
Okay, very good, thank you. My next question is for Mr. Jan Naxera, who's a consultant with the Regional Development Agency of the Pilsen region. Are brownfields attractive sites for investors coming to the Czech Republic?
Thank you. Well, generally, brownfield topic is a relatively new agenda for state, for municipalities, but generally this is the same assortment like any other, let's say, developer property. We have the experience that there are some lucky properties that can be renovated from the existing function for new functions. And from my experience from Pilsen region, there are, let's say, couple of locations which are served by foreign investors or developers to renovate the place and offer for some commercial purposes. Of course, that there is big demand for those which are situated in, let's say, good parts of the city centers, close to the waterfront, and they are not so heavily polluted.
Very good, thank you. Now for our final question to Mr. Martin Navrat, coordinator for the program ProStory, the Partnership Foundation in Brno. Can you compare the views of Czech and American inhabitants regarding brownfield projects in their local areas, or as we say, in their backyard?
Yes. Of course, there are not so many examples of public participation in this type of project, as my colleague said. But in the common level, or I think the American approach of governments on the different level as well of the developers is quite pragmatic and democratic in the same way, because they know, or I think that they know that the communication with the NGOs, informal groups, neighbors is quite important, because they can. It's better than to expect some problems, some postponing of the projects. So I think in this way it's different, because still in Czech Republic it's not so common, and developers or governments are afraid about the discussion.
The communication
is not very good.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you all very much for letting us know about your trip, and we're very glad you were able to take the trip. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.